He's a manager, not a miracle worker, but Ian McCall could do with being a bit of both as he holds the Bankies back from breaking point. Their financial position is horrendous, their future uncertain.
It is worrying. Every end of the month is worrying because we don't know where the money's coming from, and because there's no dialogue, you know, it does get a worry, and there's a kind of cloud falls over the club every turn of the month, but we've managed to get through it so far, so hopefully we can get to the end of the season.
Fraser Wishart plays month by month for Clydebank. He worries not just for himself, but as Assistant Secretary of the Scottish Players Union, for some of his teammates as well.
We still haven't been paid a promotion bonus for last season, which is a major gripe. There's about 8 of us in month-to-month contracts as well, which means that we've not been paid a signing-on fee that we got last year. So personally, I'm playing for about a third less than I was last year, because when you add on the basic wage and the signing-on fee and the chance of the promotion bonus that we were promised from last year, it made up to a good wage. So I think financially a lot of the boys are struggling, and it's really just a hand-to-mouth existence at the moment. I think the last 5 months out of the last 7 we've been paid late. We've had to threaten not to play on a Saturday if checks didn't appear or we didn't get money into our bank account. I've been contacting the Scottish League, and I've been in talks with them. I mean, we're trying to play it as fairly as we can. We're not wanting to go in and really make it really hard for the club, but I think it's reached the stage now where we're going to have to get the Scottish League involved at some point, especially for the promotion bonus. That's the major gripe, because that's a bonus for a job of work that's already been done.
Things have got harder and harder, and we can't see it getting any better just now. We're looking for some good news, but we don't see where it's going to come from.
Great uncertainty. I mean, you really don't know what's happening next week, far less next season.
No, well, I don't get to talk to anybody, so, you know, and if there's no dialogue, you don't see where, you know, hope's going to come from.
Hard up, Clydebank have been crumbling for some time. They lost their home when run-down Kilbowie was sold off. They lost the backing of some supporters over ill-fated plans to merge with Livingston or Partick Thistle. They lost out on their Dublin dream, a remarkable bid to move the club to the Irish Republic, but continue to play in the Scottish League, which had the backing of Bermuda-based millionaire owner Dr. John Hall. And they lost some of their best players. Gary Teal was sold to Ayr United. It was selling for survival. Hibs pounced for Paul Lovering and out-of-contract Tom Smith. But the Bankies are far from out of the woods.
We can't get buses to games now, you know, pre-match meals are totally a dream now. You know, vans, we bring cars to training now.
If you're looking for good news, the Bankies will play Dundee United at Boghead on Tuesday for a place in the quarter-finals of the Tennent's Scottish Cup, after this bizarre extra-time winner on Monday night in their replay against Ross County, who fancied themselves for a cup upset.
In the programme, they were there, one of their guys says not to underestimate us, and we're in the first division. We found that a bit strange, and there was a bit of lack of respect shown from some of their players towards some of our players, and it fired my boys up, and they thoroughly deserve to win.
The cup run has been good. It's been quite interesting with the game against Ross County being cancelled so often. It was good for me because I played at Ross County for the first time, and that's me played in every ground in Scotland, so I quite enjoyed it.
Another ground he's played at is the public park where Clydebank train, further evidence of a club in crisis. Is there a danger of Clydebank going down?
Certainly not relegated, no.
In terms of business?
In terms of business, I wouldn't like to say, but I would say that we're as close to it as any club in Scotland.